Medicare for all, yes or no? That's going to be a hell yes. Hell yes. I don't see how anybody could not be in favor of Medicare for all. Why yes? Because we pay taxes to do all sorts of other shit. The least we could do is the bare minimum to take care of our citizenry. I think it's a moral obligation of a government who taxes its citizens. And public works should include the very basic things of life-saving efforts. It just seems like a no-brainer to me. What do you tell people who say that they don't want Medicare for all because we would just be paying for fat people in the hospital? What I would tell them is that in some way or another, they are also a drain on our taxes. And like with anything, we have where one person may be overweight and weighing on our tax contributions by spending more in the health system. We also have corporations who are destroying our infrastructure that we are having to pay for with our tax dollars that aren't necessarily the fault of our own, right? So that's the whole thing. When you pay into taxes, you're paying into a program that allows us all to benefit somewhat. We're all not going to get the same benefit out of each individual program, but collectively, we all will benefit the same because of our drain on another program. So it all ends up balancing out in the end, because either you're getting that, what that fat person is in medical care, say in the tax break that you're getting on infrastructure if you run some big business, or, if we're able to get it done, childcare costs, that you're no longer having to pay because it's now covered, So even though you may not be the fat one, you may be the one with 4 kids, or you may be the one running 80 diesel trucks across the country an hour and running boats off of 50 of our ports, every 30 minutes. Okay, those are all drains on our infrastructure. Yeah, you may not be the fat guy in the hospital, but all that stuff you're doing to our infrastructure, that costs our country money, and taxes have to pay for that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the same boat. Like, the money goes to collectively to many different things. I would argue that for every obese person we pay for, there are 5 with cancer. Plus, if that's the case, we should start actually looking into policies that perpetuate inequity, that force these financially unstable people into unhealthy lifestyles. There's some truth to that. When you're broke, you're not eating as well. I actually gained a lot of weight when I was poor because I ate horribly. I didn't have the money to, eat well. It was cheaper for me to go buy a bunch of dollar burgers from McDonald's than it was for me to cook dinner. I mean, that's horrible to say, but it's the truth. And that shit ain't doing you no good. It's fluff. It's full of garbage.